This episode is brought to you by Paramount Plus. Ewan McGregor stars as Count Alexander Rostov in A Gentleman in Moscow, the new limited series based on the best-selling novel. Stream it on March 29th with the Paramount Plus with Showtime plan. Visit ParamountPlus.com to try it free.
At last. I imagine that right now you're feeling a bit like Alice. Tumbling down the rabbit hole? This is your last chance. After this, there is no turning back. You take the blue pill, the story ends. You wake up in your bed and believe whatever you want to believe. You take the red pill, you stay in Wonderland, and I show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. Remember, all I'm offering is the truth, nothing more.
Dice Man Enterprises exclusively presents a talk show that will get to the bottom of things once and for all. And now here's your host for Let's Get to the Bottom of That, three weirdos on a mic. That's still on my mind. I can't get it out of my mind. Welcome back into another episode of Let's Get to the Bottom of That podcast. I'm your host, Byron Tice, coming to you live from Kansas City Stadium, Arrowhead. It's the loudest one in the world.
So we're talking.
What's up?
142 decibels. I mean, come on.
Hey, yeah. Welcome back into the studio. Jay. Bunch of weirdos. We're still doing the wife version. So my lovely bride Susan is in studio.
Come on, now we're more than just the wives.
And Joey's wife, lovely bride, is still in studio.
Say my name.
Keeping us in check.
Say her name.
I hope.
Say my name. Say my name.
Yeah, it's Kayla.
Kayla.
So yeah, Kayla, Susan, Joey, and Byron. We are in studio.
Yeah, we're not using our real names.
No, not at all. You can't find me on social media at all.
My real name's actually Blarp.
Mine's Teresa.
Yeah.
I'm Rachel.
Oh, good one.
How am I low?
Rachel
man?
Perry.
Am I a little low?
No, you're good in my
You
ears.
good? Okay. Just wanna make sure.
Today is the Down the Rabbit Hole, as you've just heard. We're going to go down the rabbit hole, which means half of our audience is gone today. So,
Yeah.
a lot of people it's split. A lot of people like the episode. They like the banter. They like our personalities. And a lot of people just want to hear topics. Well, today's not one of those. I don't have a topic to talk about.
Yeah.
I'm just going to go down the rabbit hole. I got a lot of comments to get through today. If you've been a fan of the show, I usually read comments, and a lot of people will tell me, "Hey, here's how you should do the comments.
Yeah.
You should read them after the show. You should read them before the show." And some people are like, "Hey, thanks for the shout out. I'm still listening to the show." But we've saved all the comments for the rabbit hole episode, which is today. So we're going to get through the comments. We have a couple, and if anybody has any current event stories they want to share and go down the rabbit hole on, we can do that.
Does it have to be current events?
Well, I mean, what are you going to do? 1800s?
I mean,
1968
seems like a good year. 1776.
Well, that was a good year for wine.
Yeah.
Or we can touch on things that we've talked about before.
Oh yeah. We can talk about big tech. How it's
updates
not
or anything.
doing
How it
well at
sucks.
all. Yeah. And talk about Lil Guapo. What I was going to say is I've got a few articles we can go over that are funny.
Yeah.
Funny? Is that what we're going for here?
I've told you, I always look for funny.
I think
That's my thing.
We're going to have enough comments.
Yeah, enough comments and the show's over.
And then we're done. We're going to hit these comments. You know how we do it. We'll riff a little bit.
Yeah, we'll do it.
I'll do a couple weird off-color jokes.
Yeah. Kayla will scold you.
She'll scald me.
And then
we'll be done.
And then maybe we should read something.
I will talk about.
Maybe we should read something.
And I want this to be on the air.
Oh, here we go.
Okay.
Here we go. We're already
Okay.
starting. Okay.
So,
Oh, boy.
Yeah, you know what's coming.
Oh, boy.
We're live.
You know what's coming.
I'm editing this out.
So because I was a newbie on the show, and I thought Byron was going to throw it to me. You might hear Susan say, I asked him, I said, Byron, would it be okay if I said so-and-so? And he was like, oh, sure. I was like, will it be too...
Yeah, she said, is that inappropriate?
Yeah, I was like, is it inappropriate?
A little risque.
Yeah. And so we got to the very end of the show. I don't remember which one. I think it might have been the pyramids.
Yeah.
And Byron goes...
No, it was Roswell.
That's right,
Yeah,
Roswell.
because of the probe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we got to the end, and he was like, well, you might hear Byron say, is that a probe in your pocket, or are you just happy to see me? Dude, my mouth
Yeah,
just
Joey laughed. He thought it was hysterical.
open.
It's a good joke.
Yeah. My mouth just felt open. Wait a minute. I'm not finished. And so we ended the show, and Joey's like, yeah, sometimes we say a little bit, risque things. I was like, that was my freaking joke. That belonged to me.
That was the best part.
And he stole it. And then he throws it to me. I have no clue.
Yeah, then,
nothing.
Hey, what about today? Are you ready today?
No, it's
I'll
not
throw
on
it to you at the end of the... Who wants it today?
I got...
Hey, you know what? When the show's over, we'll talk about how we should end the show.
Well, here's the deal.
We just lost half our...
That was
deal.
my...
Okay, I'm sorry.
A good joke is
I'm
omnimoral.
sorry. I won't do it again.
Yeah, you's a lie. We've been married almost 35
I
years.
love stealing
I'm
jokes.
the funny one.
She's got... Oh,
Yeah.
okay.
That's the same way in our relationship. Kayla's actually the funny one.
Dude, she's over here smacking. What the heck are you doing?
She's over there eating.
Is that a Charleston shoe?
Dude, you got some tater tots in your pocket?
I'm over here eating Starburst.
She's
Got that red number 40 in my name.
wow. Okay.
Anyway,
so
I just
yeah,
had to-
that
I
was
just
your
had to
joke.
throw that out.
Okay, anybody that listened to the last episode of Roswell or the end of it, I did steal her joke. So
You should be ashamed of yourself.
I can't wait to steal more in the future.
Yes,
How did you guys bounce back from that?
I don't know.
it took a lot.
What am I doing here? The best way to get something done, if it holds near and dear to you that you like to be able to. Anyway.
Anyway.
Dude, he says anyway all the time.
Well, anyway.
He'll start to say something and then he loses it and he's like, anyway. I feel you, Joe. I feel you because I do that too.
Yeah, I do too, but I just wouldn't say it, in public.
Yeah.
I mean, he's walking around with amnesia, it seems like.
Well, yeah, it's the dial of dysentery.
Yeah, he's
It's the dial of diapers.
the dial of
Dysentery.
Doofus.
Dial of Dookie.
the dial of Dungaree.
Dial of Deuce. Dial
See,
of
here's
debauchery.
the thing with the rabbit hole. So we can just sit back. I can just laugh at stuff.
Yeah, there's no rules, dude. No one's listening. We might as well put it behind a paywall. No one will pay for it.
That's what we should do. All the rabbit holes behind a paywall, and we'll get at least 50 cents a month.
Yeah, people will be like, man,
'Cause they'll be like,
I want to hear my comment.
Man, I'm tearing down the wall to get to the rabbit holes. Okay, let's get into it because this has been a long. This is from February 4th. Comments that I've collected from the 4th to the 17th. Oh, happy Valentine's Day.
Wait, I thought we were doing this at the end.
No, this is a rabbit hole, dude.
We're starting it off. We're comments right now.
See what you thought is if we were doing a normal topic show, I want you to put those at the end. I'll read a comment. Somebody's going to comment on this, and then you'll know.
Okay.
Here's the thought process, right?
They don't want to hear this at the front.
We got rabbit holes. We ain't got no topics. None.
Right.
I didn't bring anything other than myself
And your personality.
and my beautiful wife.
Which is what they want to hear.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
I'm
just
waiting.
like,
I'm just waiting.
That
I
did
know
for me.
I know somebody's gonna. They have something to
I
say
mean,
about my voice.
pretty soon. I mean,
You have
we
a
have
beautiful voice.
We haven't caught up.
I sound like a 7-year-old.
No.
Oh wow!
They
Well,
used to
don't
say
put
that I
that on
sounded
me.
like.
I mean the 18-year-old.
They used to say that I sounded like Fran Drescher. You know, the nanny.
From the nanny.
Yeah.
No.
By the way,
Oh my god.
No, you don't. No.
that's interesting. You said that.
Hey, it's Kaylee Cuoco for Priceline. Ready to go to your happy place for a happy price? Well, why didn't you say so? Just download the Priceline app right now and save up to 60% on hotels. So whether it's Cousin Kevin's Kazoo Concert in Kansas City, go Kevin, or Becky's Bachelorette Bash in Bermuda, you never have to miss a trip ever again. So download the Priceline app today. Your savings are waiting.
Go to your happy place for a happy price. Go to your happy price, Priceline.
Fran Drescher. I had no idea she was married.
You thought she just was a single?
No.
Huh?
I can't believe. I'm gonna have to circle back to that while you're all talking. She's married to somebody I had no idea was married.
Yes.
Oh, Dr. Shiva Ayyadurai.
What?
That's
really?
it. I had no idea.
Way.
He was married to Fran Drescher.
What?
He was or he is?
He was.
That dude's weird.
Oh my gosh.
I don't think you sound like Fran at all.
I'm just saying what people have told me
Well, sure.
because I'm nasal. I'm a little
All right,
nasal.
here's the comments for you guys. These are comments that you've left on our various social media platforms. And I'll tell you where they are, and here's the shout out. So here we go. From the Spotify mobile app, this was a comment on the Holy Grail episode. Diane said, "Love you guys, good content, and a great sense of humor."
Aww.
Thanks, Diane.
Okay. From the Spotify mobile app on the Jesuits episode, there was a question that I posed to the audience. What famous president was assassinated by Jesuits? And the username Until, with a period in the middle, said Lincoln, Jefferson, and Adams. Now, I don't know if that's true or not. I don't know.
You don't remember?
I just posted the question. I didn't have the
Oh,
answer.
you don't have the answer?
I'm going to have to look it up.
What is wrong
I appreciate
with you?
that, Until. Christopher from the Spotify mobile app, from the J6, the first part. I asked, do you think Ashley Babbitt should have been shot? And they said no. Amanda Murphy, Spotify mobile app on the Ark of the Covenant. You guys' banter is the best.
Thanks.
Great info and just a fun listen overall. I still need to call in during a live stream. Thank you, Amanda.
We're going to be doing that more often.
Yeah, once I get everything set up. Right now, it's just not a functional thing to do. I'd like to come in here and just click a button and it's on.
Boom.
Yeah, he's got some equipment still.
Right
that he needs to
now,
buy.
audio, I mean, hit the button, I'm out. You know, I'm done.
We're done. We're here. We're hanging out.
So, Amanda, just hold on. We'll get you on the live stream for a call in. Thanks for the kind words. Now, Ceronius from the YouTube channel on the Ark of the Covenant. And here's his take. He said, the Ark of the Covenant is your brain. The cherubim on each end of the hemispheres of the brain. The hypothalamus, where the pituitary and the pineal gland sit, is known in Hinduism as the cave of Brahma. And in Christianity, the Greeks who wrote the New Testament call it Christos. In English, it's translated Christ. Wow, just took me to school.
How about that?
That's
I really
interesting.
don't know what all that means. It just sounded like words.
No, what it means, he's saying the Ark of the Covenant, the description that he said build this is actually your brain.
Okay.
I don't
Yeah,
think
the
that's
two
what he's saying.
hemispheres. That's what he's saying. He said the cherubim on each side of the hemispheres. Your hypothalamus is in the middle.
Tom Lunt replied to him and was like,
Yeah, he replied to that.
or it never existed.
like Moses.
Oh, he's saying Moses never existed?
Yes,
Wrong.
that's what he said.
Well,
Maybe his hemispheres never existed.
Sean Connolly, not to be confused with Sean Connery, from our Facebook page.
is that his like
It
cousin
could
twice
be.
removed?
It could be, or three times removed. From the Ark of the Covenant, he said, just heard your episode on the Ark. Revelations 11:19, it literally says the temple is in heaven and the Ark is in the temple. Okay. I'll
Yes,
agree with that.
but it also says the ark was designed after something that was already been made. So there is an ark in heaven, and the ark that we had on earth was different from the ark in heaven. So the ark in earth is a replica of what is in.
Oh, okay. So it's
Revelation.
not the same thing.
Not the
All right,
same
Joey
thing.
just schooled us, dude.
Well, when I read that comment, I looked it up. It's in the likeness of.
That's pretty cool. So
what's
Sean
in heaven.
Connolly, reach out to us if you agree with Joey's assertion on the duplicate ark.
What the heck's the assertion?
I don't know. It
I
sounds
love
good
your
though.
guys' made up
Yeah,
Words.
assertion.
If you want to ascertain,
ascertain.
Jeez.
Jeremy M3920 on our YouTube channel. This was a reply to Citrus Smoothie. Remember, Smoothie was tearing us up on
yeah,
not believing in God, and you guys are idiots,
self-flagellating
Yeah,
Christians.
self-flagellating Christians for
like
belief.
whipping myself.
He said the
Dude, you missed an opportunity.
what? Oh well.
Yeah.
Oh, that's the wrong one. Well, now that you mention, maybe you should run the board.
So tired of hearing the party one.
He said the trolls have come from under the bridge.
There you go.
And he's talking about Citrus Smoothie. All right, Blake, I forgot what app he did, but he said, y'all need, and this is all caps, y'all need to do an episode over the movie Deliver Us. It's on Hulu. Please, I saw it and thought of you guys instantly. I looked that up. I'm not going to watch that movie.
Why is
Why?
It looks pretty demonic.
that? Really?
Yeah.
Deliver us from what?
Evil, I guess. I don't know. I looked it up. It looked bad. But
Well, what's the synopsis of it? Like, what's going on?
like I don't know. After the show, we'll look it up and see if this guy's right.
Don't be scared, man.
What are you talking about?
I would just look up the synopsis.
I'm not scared. What are you talking? You're not going to watch The Exorcist? What do you mean?
I have watched the.
But you're not going to watch the new one. You're going to watch Evil Nuns, are you?
Well,
No, you stay away from that stuff. Don't call me out like that, dude.
Wow.
Gotcha.
Anger.
All right, so Sky
Getting
Gilbrick
hot. It's getting hot.
from Spotify mobile app on the Birds episode, can you leave the reviews and comments at the end of the podcast?
Yes.
I'd like to get straight to the topic and honestly don't care what people think. I enjoy your show and the topics are awesome.
I agree with Sky.
Oh, Sky. So we got one agreement from
That
Sky.
was one of the things I said to Joey. I was like, hey, can you guys like put the comments at the end?
Too much fluff.
I just want to hear about
Fluff, dude.
what the topic is.
The rabbit hole is fluff. It's the whole show's fluff.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
It's a fluffy bunny.
Well, you know.
So what do you agree with that, Suze? It's
Yeah, I do. I agree with that.
I'm all for the constructive criticism because in the beginning of the shows, and I've gone through most of ours, we usually have about 10, 12 minutes of just us.
Yeah, if you guys are going through comments, I
Blabbering.
mean, it's like 15 minutes until I'm actually listening to you guys get to the topic.
At
okay,
least you
Sky.
listen.
We're getting shut down.
Yeah. I do listen.
Sky Gilbert will. Well, actually, if you want to hear the comments now, let's just say tune into the rabbit hole
Yeah,
episode if you want
rabbit
to hear
hole.
your comments.
Yeah.
We'll just
So we're
hit-
shouting you out here.
That's
Well-
perfect, actually.
we
Because
we
then
got
you'll
your,
know you'll have a certain amount.
So I think going forward, here's what we'll do. I'll start the show. Three weirdos on the mic. And today we're talking about Roswell in 1956 and just start talking.
Yeah.
But that sounds pretty dumb too.
No, I don't.
I
think
can't
so.
do
Isn't
that.
that what we've been doing?
No. We've talked about, hey, intro, how y'all doing?
Oh, well, yeah,
What's
you should
going
do
on?
that.
Right, we're not talking about that. We're talking about comments.
Well,
We're
I'm
talking about you guys doing an intro,
She said,
and then
like,
all
I
of a
wanna
sudden
get
you're like,
right
let's
into
get
it.
into comments, and then it's
She
another
said, like,
15 minutes.
she's like, I want to get
nothing.
right into the topic.
I mean,
Well, not
I'm just not that
literally.
guy.
We're not
She
literally.
means
You know what
Three
I mean,
weirdos
Byron.
on a
Come
mic.
now.
Today we're talking about Kermit the Frog and how he had sex with, Miss Piggy
I feel
backstage.
like he's getting a lot
Let's talk about
of-
that later.
I feel.
I feel like you're getting very offensive right now.
You are.
We
You
need
offended?
to-
Oh,
let's,
okay.
let's talk about that.
Hold on.
Hey,
He's
what's,
offended.
what's
No,
going
you're
on?
bored.
Okay, let me just get this. Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Right. Winter's cold. Come on.
Drake sucks.
Okay, I got
It's
it.
not even a Drake.
I'm back
dude.
there. I'm back with it.
That's not Drake.
Who is it?
It's AI.
It's AI Drake.
Dude, that's awesome.
Yeah, AI Drake.
It sounds
baby.
just like him. Wow.
But I agree with them. I don't think it's so much. I mean, the fluff in the beginning. We're talking about 10, 20, fluff. 10, 20 minutes. Anyway,
It's not even fluff, though. It's just you guys jacking around because you're going through comments, but you guys are
we're gonna
giving
have a
like how we-
commentary. You guys
we're
are
gonna have a
giving
little
commentary to the comments.
I
And
like
it
how
just
we've
takes a
had
long time.
15 minutes of fluff just on this one comment.
Right.
It
exactly.
happens. But I'm saying we already
Sky
know
started it.
we're gonna fluff it up. But if we add other opportunities for fluff, it should be at the end or on the rabbit hole.
Sure, okay.
So
So we're
in the rabbit
literally in the rabbit hole, like down at the bottom
yeah.
where the droppings are.
But I
It'll
do
be-
think it is important to do comments, though, because everyone wants to be shouted out.
Yeah, thanks for that, Scott.
Yeah.
Well, shout out Sky. Thank you for the construction.
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 Y'all got some construction paper?
Anyway, we love you. Dude.
Nelly 00 on the moon landing asked, did NASA have the telemetry data at the time of the missions? I don't know. It's a good question.
Not for sure.
Nelly, I'll have to look that one up. Joey looked research that for not now.
Okay.
I'm just saying, put that in your back pocket.
Put
I need to know if they had, and we'll get back to you on that, Nelly. Kara Davis on the Nephilim Part 2, simply awesome. So that's all she had to say. So, Amanda Murphy, Nephilim 2. Y'all need to look into vaccines, creation of AMA by Rockefeller, and takeover of medical establishment. 0 vaccines are studied against the inert placebo. All carry severe risk. It's funny you said that, Amanda.
Yeah.
Because that is one that is coming up very soon. A vaccine episode.
I feel like me and you would get along very well, Amanda.
Mm-hmm. Also, Sky from the Dead Sea Scrolls. Again, loved it. You guys definitely get so much info. Keep it coming. Keep waking people up.
Yay.
Thank you, Sky. Strauss 365 200.
It's Strauss.
Is it Strauss?
365 200.
Yeah.
For the Nephilim Part 2. Good show. Keep up the good work. Part 3, ? That's all I've heard in these comments, too. They want a Part 3 of Nephilim. So, Sky from the Nephilim Part 2. Loved it. I love all your shows. Also, the show Ragnarok is about giants living with men. Very cool show. That's interesting. I started watching that. It was about Thor.
Well, there is a Thor Ragnarok.
Yeah.
Is that what she's talking about?
I know. I think there's a series called Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought it was about Thor, but maybe it is about giants.
Maybe it's about
Maybe it's about the frost giants.
Thor. Thor was what? He was
a god of thunder.
I know, but
Odin's son.
Odin's son. That was part of the
Norse.
Valhalla.
Yeah, Norse mythology.
Norse mythology. Does Ragnarok go into Norse mythology?
Yes.
Absolutely.
So Norse mythology would probably have giants, right?
I'm sure.
Norse mythology is about the gods against the giants, whereas Greek mythology is about the gods against their parents.
And having demigods. Hybrids.
Yeah, that would be a really cool show to watch. We should.
Yeah, I want to check that out.
Put that.
Oh, Lil Guapo's back.
Guapo.
Nephilim Part 2, best episode by far. I've been waiting for this so long, and they have. People have been clamoring for another part, so I'm glad we served that up for you. And then he's asking, when is Part 3? I don't know.
Eventually.
It's got to be sooner than later. Everybody's clamoring for it.
Yeah.
Anyway. Dale Forrester 777 said awesome stuff on Nephilim Part 2. Keith Goodwin, and he's got the chef. Not sure what that means for the Clone Wars. He said nearly 5 minutes in and lost interest. And while typing this, still losing interest. Is this why episodes are over an hour?
Did you start out with comments?
Yeah, that's it.
No, it's got to be it, man.
Well, Keith, if you're listening to this one, you probably lost interest, 10 minutes ago.
Yeah, he's not.
He's not here to hear his comment.
Yeah, he's not here.
He said, this is boring.
Sorry, Keith.
He doesn't want to feel special.
Lost.
He's like, oh my gosh, this is so boring.
I thought the Clone Wars was a good episode.
I liked that episode. That was a
Did
good
you?
one.
Yeah.
I feel like we talked too much about clones.
Okay.
what
Moving on.
The episode is about.
Yeah, it's a stupid joke.
That's a good one.
We talked too much about the topic.
Shane Lupo is no relation to Little Guapo.
Well, I mean, we don't know that.
That's true.
Guapo, do you know a Shane Lupo?
Maybe
Yeah.
Talk
to us, Guapo.
Is Shane Lupo.
Yeah, this
He
is
just
all.
likes being called out so
Yo,
much that he
my name
gave
is
himself
Little
a
Shane
second
Guapo
name.
Lupo.
Maybe Shane Lupo is Guapo's arch nemesis. Maybe they grew up in the same town.
Probably so. And here, speaking of big tech, the lowest episode we have out there.
Yeah.
Have you ever and this was the question for that episode. Have you ever personally experienced censorship on any social media? Shane Lupo said, Google asked me to be a part of their app study program. I would have been given a Google Pixel phone for free and would have allowed them to take screenshots of advertising on apps I use and get money, like $20 a week.
Only $20 a week to have all that information.
Yeah, but it's a free phone. People sell out so quick, don't they?
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah.
I think I'd do it.
No.
Yeah, no and Joey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like,
Tony Griggs, the Flat Earth episode, I simply asked, do you believe the earth is flat? He said, I do now after listening to this podcast. Thanks for getting to the bottom of that for me.
There you go. Weren't
I like
you guys
that.
pushing for round earth on that one?
Yeah, we all
Hey,
said
I've heard some really good.
we all said globe.
I've heard some really good flat Earth arguments.
What are they?
Well, I have two.
That's for an episode.
I have two, but when I heard this guy explain how globes you can physically with math say that it's a sphere.
Yeah.
When he did that, I was like, well, okay, we have math on our side.
Yeah, I
The
mean,
flat
you can
earthers don't
obviously
have any math.
mathematically figure out how a sphere is made.
Well, sure, which is all the celestial bodies.
Yeah, that would make sense.
Yeah. Which the flat earthers don't have math on their side.
Do you understand the math though?
I don't understand it.
So he
But when
could've just said-
somebody, no, but he sounded smart.
I heard something the other day where someone believes there is no like space.
Which that's something I've been wrestling with for a while, if there is or is not.
And it's
You mean like
I'll have to find it while we're
in
talking.
space? Of course, that's what we call this void outside of our.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but there's
Our
no like
atmosphere.
lots of planets and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because there's a lot of theories, I guess, that
look it up.
the way that we look outside of our solar system is with telescopes, and they can be thrown off because what they're doing is whenever they're studying faraway solar systems, they're studying the light around it, so everything's off of reflections on itself. So what a lot of people believe that the reflections that we're seeing is actually a mirror of our own. It's actually just reflecting back on us. So I don't know. It's
Reflection of what?
of our own solar system.
So you do believe that we do have a solar system? That
So
there
there
are
is
planets
Saturn.
in our solar
And
system?
I don't
Mars.
know. I don't know.
I mean,
really
I've
don't know.
seen planets with a telescope, like,
Yeah.
I mean, like literal planets
Right.
with a telescope.
I mean, what are you looking at?
A
What
planet
What are you looking at?
with a telescope.
That's what you've been told to believe, dude.
No, I mean, I've.
Oh,
like,
you mean so if somebody tells you
seen
to
it.
believe that, and then you see it, you go, "Oh, that is confirmation of what somebody told me."
So you've looked
that
in
what
a
you're saying?
telescope and seen.
Uranus?
Nice. Bum, bum, bum.
No, I really have.
Well, I mean, I've looked in dumpy telescopes and I just saw like this bright ball when they're like, that's Mars and that's Mercury. Yours was a higher power.
Oh yeah, so we were at a dude's house and he had a really nice telescope. It was with a college and career group, and me
Yeah.
and this one guy. Josh
Oh, they
Moore,
could not stop riffing on Uranus.
dude. And the guy got
He was
really
getting mad because he was like
Yeah.
serious. I'm a planetarium guy.
Yeah, and
And it's, yeah.
and we're like, can we see Uranus? You know,
That's
but
so
yeah,
funny.
so you can literally see like other planets. So I mean, definitely, I believe we have a solar system here.
But just not. You don't
Well,
know.
I mean, I don't know.
We don't know past that
I don't know
point.
past that. I don't know past
what about-
Pluto, which is a planet.
So when you're saying the not the Hubble, there's a new
Pluto's
one.
definitely a planet.
There's a new telescope
How
they put
dare
up
they
there. It's
take
not
it
the
out of
Hubble.
there.
Yeah.
It sees even further.
Yeah. I don't know.
Anyway, it's a good discussion.
It is.
We should get to the bottom.
I'm going to
of
get to
it.
the bottom of that because I
Planets.
really don't know. It's hard to, like you said. What was the guy? What was?
Don't ask for me to explain. I forgot his name. I've got to look him back up.
All right,
Okay.
But he just had a lot of good.
we'll revisit it.
Oh, the
Yeah,
flat
well,
earther.
Oh, the flat
Yeah.
Earth. Yeah.
It was just
Well, I feel like
interesting.
Troy-
I don't know. I don't believe it, but I might eventually if I.
Yeah,
looked
sometimes
into
there
it
are
more.
arguments. I'm
I
like,
don't know.
that makes sense.
Yeah, I'd have to.
Troy's like, man, these guys are so dumb. The Earth has to be flat. That's
Yeah.
Oh,
that's
Troy,
what he-
yeah, Troy
yeah,
Griggs.
yeah.
I like these guys.
Yeah.
Meryl S. from the Spotify mobile app on the Shroud of Turin episode said, I've actually seen the Holy Robe. It's pretty cool. They only display it every 50 years.
Oh wow.
I didn't know that.
That is pretty cool.
Dale Forrester, 777, coming in again at the Pyramid episode. Great episode, guys. Keep it up. Andy from Nephilim 2, loved it. Andy from the Ark, love all of your shows. Listening in Geordie Land, UK.
Well,
So there's one of our UK listeners, Andy.
Yeah.
Jonathan Dale, the Pyramids. Why? I didn't understand this, so
Yeah.
somebody help me with this.
He's talking about me.
Why is it shame on me for not speaking Spanish? That's what's wrong with people today. So much self-hate for zero reason.
Oh, don't look
What
into
it-
it too much, Jonathan. He just
Yeah, I
randomly
think-
says
What
stuff all the time.
happened?
So I was talking about the
shaman.
Mayans, and I was like, shame on me. I don't speak Spanish, but I was being sarcastic. So I just don't think he understands sarcasm.
Oh, okay. Jonathan. Yeah, sarcasm.
That's okay. Jonathan.
Sometimes
everyone
when I'm
gets it.
sarcastic,
It's dry.
It's real dry.
We're both like that.
So I apologize about that. But yeah, he's going to be like, why apologize about that?
Yeah.
Well, I'm being sarcastic again.
Why
Gotcha.
apologize? Why so much hate today?
Too much self-hate.
For the pyramids, Yves stated that it was okay.
Yeah.
But next time, be more informed about the subject, Byron. For being a guy having a conspiracy theory podcast, he's not informed at all most of the time.
Man, I'm just glad I wasn't in that list, dude.
True story.
I can't agree. I can't disagree with that, Yves.
We off the air talked about the pyramid episode. We hated it.
Yeah, I thought it was garbage.
Yeah, it sucked.
Susan was the best one on it.
She was, dude.
Well,
She
you know
brought
what?
it-
I feel like
Oh my
women
gosh.
have just a different level of research that we do.
Oh wow, just
Wow.
bringing that hardcore. And,
I
okay,
feel like I feel like having a woman on the podcast on a regular basis.
you
would
say
add
that,
so
but then
much-
ask Susan how much research she did. She just pulled stuff out of her butt.
Yeah, but women
And it
just have a
sounds
different
good.
way of just making things sound,
Right.
you know.
I agree.
You guys
Caleb.
aren't invited
What is
back.
happening right now?
I think we should just take over the podcast.
Like
and
I feel
kick
like
them
the
out.
last 4 episodes, it sounds like we're all having conversation instead of listening to you guys read.
That's true.
Ooh.
That's
yeah,
true.
because me and Caleb definitely don't like the reading.
Yeah, the reading is just dumb.
Dude, we're getting whipped. in
Whoever
the
reads,
shape.
that's just stupid. I mean, that's why I watch movies,
I'm not very good at
because it's
reading.
on the screen.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Hey, but how do you read what's on the thing without reading?
You memorize it.
No, you take it all in.
Oh, here we go.
You take it all in.
Yeah, but
and
I'm going to
then
miss
you-
something
It's
Yeah,
okay.
important.
Women,
That's okay.
women are used
It's
to
okay to be wrong.
multitasking
It's
every day.
not all
Yeah,
right.
bullet points. You read the information, you get the information, and then you speak it from your heart, man.
Yeah.
My heart of
Yeah.
hearts.
Well, I feel like. Never mind. I'm not even gonna. It don't matter.
Yeah.
I was gonna say for me, it's whenever you research. If I write things down as I research, it's like it sears it into my brain.
Yeah.
If I write it, and then I'm
Right.
able to
Yeah. I get-
simplify
yeah.
it when I go to.
That's
explain
why I
it.
do I type a lot of my stuff. I don't write it down when I am
Right.
typing it.
I'm
Right.
very nutshell human anyway.
Yeah.
I'm just very nutshell.
You're in the nutshell?
Oh yeah.
You're just basic.
Everything. Oh yeah.
Just yeah, basic.
Well,
Yeah,
I
basic.
care about every intricate fact, which is why I read the dang notes I wrote.
Whatever, man. You chat GPT everything.
No, I do not.
Dude, all my stuff's from Wikipedia. What are you talking about?
Yeah, dude, square up. And I do not. It's not true.
Oh,
but
my
all those
gosh.
details are important.
It is
They are
important, especially
but you
about
can still
especially
summarize them.
especially
No, I
about the pyramids. I wasn't informed at all. And having
Yeah.
to say all those weird kings' names, Rafufu
Yeah, you lost me.
and Kafufer and Berfer.
Well, that
And
one
King Tut?
specifically, I don't even think we knew what we were reading.
I don't even know.
I don't. Yeah.
We're
So
like, there's a block.
sorry
on top
about
of the
that,
block.
Yves. I'll try to do better and be more informed. Okay, thank you. From the Instagram account, we had R Arts on the pyramid. I put a promo out there for the pyramid. He said, "I've learned more from the hours I listen to your podcast rather than years in public education."
Wow.
You hear that,
Sarcastic.
Kayla?
Is he being
Why?
sarcastic?
He likes to listen to people read.
Did you
that's
did you
okay.
write this? Is that?
That was not me.
Yes.
I was wondering if you guys could divulge more about the things like the underground / secret churches that Jason mentioned.
Oh yeah, that'd be good.
Yeah, we could do that. Underground churches.
Yeah.
You know a lot about that.
Yeah.
Also mentioned the spells that Mike said were in children's movies.
Oh, that's what Jacob mentioned. Jacob, not Mike.
Oh, really?
Yeah. 'Cause you guys
Okay.
were talking about the Smurfs, weren't you?
Yeah, Smurfs.
Oh, yeah. Also, it's a
Gargamel.
demon. Yeah.
Azrael.
I try to look for this stuff, but I come out handed with fantasy books rather than the science. I know Joey would probably bring to the table.
There you go. You hear that?
Appreciate all
I
you're
love
doing.
you, and I think you are so smart.
Do you gals hear
I
that?
genuinely think that.
Jeez,
I know
man.
sometimes I give you a hard time, but
Appreciate
you're very
all
smart.
y'all are doing for the world. Sorry if this comment is too long. It wasn't too long. I
No.
responded back to Art Arts and said, "No, this is great. Appreciate the kind words."
You did?
Yeah, that was a good.
Yeah.
That was a good comment. Not a bad one.
Andy, this is our friend in UK, the Pyramid episode. Love your shows, but please don't say BCE. If you believe in God, it's BC.
Absolutely.
Oh, preach it!
Absolutely.
Roll Tide, brother.
Roll Tide. I apologize for saying BCE.
He was just reading.
Hey, don't
Yeah, I was
apologize.
reading.
Yeah, there we go.
And matter of
wasn't-
fact, I was
wasn't
asking,
going over
what
his
does
material.
this mean? What does it mean?
Yeah.
Before Common Era. And it doesn't make any sense because I didn't, like I said,
There's no error.
I didn't sit down in a committee and say we're changing this.
No,
So
they didn't
Andy's
ask
right.
me.
It's BC before Christ.
Let's go.
That's why you go over
Let's.
your stuff.
And a matter of fact, I think a friend of Susan's back in Alabama mentioned on a text that it's real easy. Just BC. It's 0. That's where it's where it starts with Christ and it goes forward.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you didn't understand that?
I did.
Well,
Okay.
he has
But I
issues
forgot.
with it. Like she was
The
talking
whole-
about the countdown.
I'm saying the whole backwards thing that trips me up.
yeah.
I got to count backwards. What's that all about?
And you tell me,
It's my-
you're like, listen to math. The Earth's round. You understand the math?
Okay.
Not at all.
Jay Yeeky 79. There's our boy Yeeky on the Roswell episode. I'm fixing to listen, but what I know of this, it was a cover up of something. I feel like if there were real aliens, someone would have talked by now.
Yeah.
I agree with him 100%. That's
Yeah.
why.
That's why you think it's demons.
Well, you'll hear in our Area 51 episode
yeah,
that I don't think it was aliens.
That's
it was,
right.
I think it was the Russians.
that's the psyops. Little Guapo coming in strong on the Roswell episode. It's about time you guys covered this topic. That's true. I've been hearing people say you guys need to do Roswell. Funny how that one MP had red hair. Nephilim? Question mark. Also, I've worked with graphene before. It is spooky. Takeaway: aliens or Nephilim? When is Nephilim Part 3?
He's hitting that
He
for
he
real.
wants a part 3, man.
Wow.
We gotta get
And
that part 3 up in
that
his
is all the
bag.
comments. I'll just throw theory time in there. That's all the comments we got. Thank you, everybody, for listening to the show and putting your comments out there. We love the feedback,
Yes.
whether it is good or bad. And I do have thick skin, so I can take it.
I can't.
I'm not gonna
don't.
cry tonight.
Me either. I will cry.
You will?
Yeah.
Like, Susan, your voice is so whiny.
Yeah.
If somebody says that, it's going to be a problem.
You know what?
And if they go, I
honestly-
sound like
I
a
don't know.
7-year-old.
Whatever happened to that glizzy gladiator dude? Man?
Oh, dude.
Just roasting Jason.
Yeah, just roasting.
It's funny.
All right, well, let's go down the rabbit hole for a second. Do y'all? And we can poll the group, see if y'all want to talk about this. I have an article, and it states 9 reasons that Christians shouldn't vote.
Okay.
Do y'all want to hear that?
No.
Oh, what?
Stupid.
We've got a yes and a no.
No.
I'm
Are
not
you
a
s-
big politics person,
Oh,
No.
but I mean, we can talk about it.
What else you got?
well, it's separation of church and
No.
state.
What are you
No. Okay, what about 10 lesser known plagues that wasn't mentioned in the Bible?
Let's talk about the let's talk
No,
about
this is good because like here's number 1, causing the Wi-Fi to go down for
What the
15
heck is
minutes.
the hemorrhoid incident?
Well, that's what mentioned in the Bible.
Oh.
Floor Legos, they covered the entire land. It was very painful.
Okay.
Oh, I
Also,
see.
every
I see.
Egyptian
Oh, the
had
gay
to attend.
frogs.
Yeah, every Egyptian had to attend a mandatory 2-hour DEI seminar.
Oh, I
What is going on here right
These
now?
are weird.
These are the plagues.
It's all a
these are
joke.
the
It's
plagues that
Babylon
weren't mentioned
Yeah,
in the
it's
Bible.
Babylon B.
There's 2 more. There was 10 more plagues that weren't mentioned. And of course, you've heard of the plague of the frogs. Well, they also put gay frogs
Plague
in
of-
Egypt.
I believe it.
Also, all shopping carts had one squeaky wobbly wheel.
worst.
Mm-hmm.
There was
Inflamed
also
taste buds
yeah,
right
there
on
was
the
also
tips
a
of their
really
tongues.
high pollen count for the Egyptians. They were really sensitive to allergies.
Every Egyptian.
And of course, the hemorrhoid incident. So thank God that those didn't. I feel if these were there, they would have got out a lot sooner.
Yeah,
I think so.
for sure. Especially hemorrhoids, man.
I don't know if y'all knew this, but the guy that invented Pop-Tarts has passed away.
Oh yeah, I heard that.
And
in
he was at
peace.
96,
He
and
had
they
high
actually
cholesterol.
put his coffin vertical in a small hole, and they dropped it down real slow.
Vertical.
And hope that
Yeah,
it
right.
doesn't
Do you see the
pop back
picture?
up. I get
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
So they
No,
thought
but
it
he
was
did die.
they thought it was a touching ceremony.
And he lived to be 96?
Yeah.
That's a great life. He lived a long life.
So this website's making a joke about
So
this man's death.
So the close friend said once you got past
It is?
his
Is it a joke?
crusty exterior, he warmed up to you. He was really sweet.
Oh, it is. It's the Babylon Bee. Everything's a joke.
You could always count on him.
this.
He was never too flaky.
I'm believing everything we're
Whenever-
reading right now. Until you
Whenever
say
things
that.
got heated, it just made him better.
Did he even die? Did he
Yes,
actually
he
die?
did die.
Okay.
He did die
Yeah, so.
of high cholesterol.
Here I was just sad.
Those are from the Babylon Bee, so that's one of my favorite satire websites, which
What is-
Joey
It is a
should
good one.
love.
It is
What
good.
is the Babylon Bee?
Oh my
It's a
gosh.
satire website.
Are you serious?
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
We
what?
need, okay, the Babylon Bee. It's a Christian organization. They're all Christians. And they roast everything in pop culture.
Yeah, it's pretty funny.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
And a lot of their stuff that they did as satire is like has come to pass.
Prophetic, huh?
Yeah, a lot of stuff they'll get banned. Like they did
Like they made a lot of jokes during COVID too. Like
a lot of
yeah.
jokes
People
and a
not
lot of
being able
jokes
to
about the election, and Twitter will ban them. Twitter banned them
Yeah.
because they put an article out that said something about CNN just bought a new washing machine that has a high spin on it.
Yeah.
Get the joke? And they banned that because people thought it was real. Their stuff is so fake, it sounds real.
yeah.
Well, their stuff is so real, it's funny to talk about. Does that make sense? What'd I just say?
Like it literally, some of the stuff that was so over the top stupid, like literally has come to pass, like in real life.
Yeah.
Not fake. You had an article up earlier, and I thought we were going to talk about that.
Are you talking about this one?
The Kelsey one. Yeah.
Well, I don't know
What
if this
was
is
that?
true. I don't know what that is.
What the heck is that, dude?
I'm glad we're not on video. I don't.
It's like acne on the chest or something.
What is going on right
And then you hover
Holy
over it, it comes
moly.
in close.
Holy
Oh, that's.
moly.
Like what is that?
I don't know.
It looks like some boobs. It looks like cleavage with
Or it might be like
moles.
just butt.
Oh, help me, please.
Okay, so
That's
I
the
don't know
top
if this
part of
is
cheeks
true.
right there.
I mean, look at the one on the right.
Yeah, what is that? That's underboob, dude. Why these ads?
I don't
What
do.
causes
For the
TNBC?
listeners, we went to a website, and there's this just weird ads here that's it doesn't make any sense.
Food. It says 4 foods
These
linked to
poor
memory
people.
loss, and the lady's got a black eye. How does that picture correlate with?
That is
any-
not a black
remember how
eye.
she got a black eye.
Oh my gosh!
There's something
she
going.
can't remember. She's drunk.
because she got punched in the eye.
This
why.
says Las Vegas police took fall down drunk Travis Kelsey into custody, but there's no record of it.
I don't think so.
Okay, I want to say something because
You
like,
do?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Kelsey
So-
My love.
We
Swifty train.
we went to the parade.
Yeah.
We enjoyed watching the parade, watching all the
Yeah, the
football
double
players.
decker bus come down the road.
Good for
Yeah.
you.
Yeah.
And the football players were just toe up. I mean, they were
Trash.
trashed.
They were just.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
celebrating hard.
So
Yeah.
I watched the video, okay, because everybody knows that there was a shooting there.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
we went to the parade, but we decided not to go to the rally because some friends of ours had a hotel right beside the parade. And they were like, hey, we can just watch the rally from the hotel. And we were like, okay, cool, because we had a tattoo appointment that we had to get to. So we had to leave before the traffic got really, really crazy. So we didn't go to the rally. But there was all of this video that came out, and it showed this one guy that was dressed in red, and they were like, the shooters. And it showed a video of him like on a phone, and he was kind of like, this.
Staggering. Okay.
So they made it look like that he was one of the shooters,
Yeah.
Yeah.
when in all actuality, he was detained because of being drunk in public.
Oh, are you talking about the guy that they had sat down on the curb
Yeah.
and he's all over the news?
Right, he wasn't a shooter.
I was curious about that. I was like, I bet he wasn't even one of the shooters.
Yeah,
because
he-
they didn't put his picture up real quick. I
Yeah,
was like,
public intoxication. That's why he was arrested.
Yeah.
What?
Poor guy.
I didn't know that was a
How about-
crime.
I'd be suing if someone was putting my image about
Okay.
a big shooting or something like that.
But how about why is this Joe Blow arrested for public intoxication and these football players
You could clearly tell
Are-
they're intoxicated.
toe up
Yeah.
intoxicated? How
Maybe
about
he
their,
was being
how about
violent.
them getting
I don't
arrested?
know.
You
I
know,
don't know. Maybe he was being violent.
That's true. Yeah.
I don't know.
But-
Don't get me started on the sports.
But the thing is, the
balls.
violence is you can't arrest me for public intoxication. You arrest me for being violent.
Right.
right? And so, yeah.
Let's get it straight.
There might have been like family or parents like complain about him or something. He might have been like over the top.
Oh, like how Kayla's always.
Maybe he was grabbing a boob or something.
This,
you know, as he was passing by.
The boob?
Maybe he was
feeling up some people. I don't know.
Yeah, with those acne spots.
Yeah, maybe his cheeks out.
Well, and anyway, also for the listeners.
Sorry, guys.
So the shooters, everybody was like, it's not terrorism. It's not terrorism. It was apparently
thuggery.
A disagreement between like rival gangs or something.
Yeah.
And they were just
And they just thought it was a good idea to do that around children.
Yeah, spraying bullets.
God, that makes me so
Which
mad.
I don't really know. I haven't heard any official word.
Well, and there's no video, but apparently there were juveniles. They were under the age of 18.
Teenagers.
I heard that there was one adult. Yeah, because there's nothing really out there on it. There's nothing. Nothing's been released.
We should get to the bottom of that.
Yeah, so eventually there will be.
I hope their parents get some type of something.
Oh, you talking about the thuggeries?
Like a ticket or something? Yeah, I feel like it should be
well, they should
criminal
go to jail
offense
for murder.
The parents.
The parents.
Oh,
I feel like it
parents.
should be a criminal offense in order to allow your child to be able to have a gun.
Well, if they're in gangs, they're on the streets, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
I guess you call the gang leader. He gets in trouble.
Not always. A lot of gang members, I think, still live at home with their parents.
Oh, really? It's changed now.
Yeah.
So now the
it's
gangs
always
are living
been
at
that
home.
way.
What? I thought they were always living under a bridge doing graffiti.
Some go out on
You know
the
what I'm
streets
saying?
at a young age, but yeah, some of them just get into gangs at a young age. And
Like Tupac and his gang. They was just running around under the streets doing graffiti.
Yeah, but he still lived in Mom's house, though.
Did he really?
Yeah.
Huh. I never saw Friday.
It was really sad. I mean, like I told Byron the next morning, when I was, hearing about it, it brought tears to my eyes because it's like these people, they woke up that morning just like we did, all excited, packing our snacks, getting the kids ready, going to the parade. And then they don't come home. Well, there's only one. I think there was 2 people that actually died. They only said one person, but
did we figure out what the age was of the second person that passed?
She's older and she had a grown son. That's all I know. So she had
I was just hoping no kids died. I mean, it's still so sad that adults or anyone died, but I was just really hoping no children were.
I cannot even
that.
Even in smaller groups, I'm always fearful of that. I have been for a long time. Because the night...
It's just intrusive thoughts that you almost have to have now.
Well, okay, so I'll just tell you this story. I was moving to Colorado the night that the shooter went into the theater.
The Batman.
Oh, the Batman.
Yeah. Yep.
It's terrifying.
That was literally... So that happened in Aurora, Colorado. Mm-hmm. Okay. Aurora, Colorado was the next town over from where we were staying. And the town that we were in, their movie theater wasn't doing the premiere. The Aurora was the closest one. And the whole way down, I'm like, hey, we're going to get into Colorado around like 10 o'clock at night. I'll be able to get into this theater and we'll be able to watch Batman because I'm a Batman fan. And then, that night, like as we were pulling to the town, I just felt really sick to my stomach. I was like, I don't think I just want to go home. Who cares about the premiere? Whatever. Didn't go. And then it was like an hour later, we heard just cop sirens just running. And it's ever since that day, I've been fearful of crowds and people because it was like you just never.
That was a close call.
Yeah, you never know.
Yeah, you never know.
I mean, even whenever we went to go see that comedy show last week, the whole time it was like, dude, if someone...
Any place that's big with a lot of people, it's almost like now we have to worry about a shooter.
Yeah, I cannot relax in a place like that.
Because that's where the crazy people want to go.
Mm-hmm. So there would be no way. You couldn't pay me to go to a parade like that.
Oh, wow.
No.
See, I
wouldn't either.
I can't live like that. My thing is, especially with what you just said, you felt sick to your stomach. You couldn't. That's Holy Ghost. That's Holy Ghost leading and guiding you to where he's going to take you a different direction. As long as you're listening to the leading of the Holy Ghost, you're going to be okay. I can't live like that. I can't. That's why I was like, let's go to the parade. I can't. I believe that I have protection.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and we do.
The Word of God.
We do.
Yeah. And so I've heard people, and I can understand.
I'm just not a big crowds person in general.
Yeah, I can understand. I hear people talk about that. They get really anxious and, in big crowds and stuff like that. But
have you guys ever done the St. Patrick's Day parade downtown?
No, that's not really.
That's a thing here?
That's not our thing.
That's kind of how I feel about the Super Bowl parade. I was just like,
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, we've never been really St. Patrick's Day people.
I'm not.
No, it's like, I'll pinch
I do
you.
love
Joey
some
told me
corned
he
beef,
was,
though.
and I was like, no, you're not.
I am, dude. I'm all about the food.
He
though.
did not turn to a St. Patrick's Day
I
person
mean, I used to
until
get
I
drunk
made
on
like
St. Patty's.
I make an Irish meal
dude.
every year. And that's when he became a St. Patrick's Day person, when I started making
I'm
the
like,
Irish
it's the
dinner.
luck of the Irish.
Look at the Irish.
Like,
Nice
go.
little corned beef roast.
Some corn mash and
How about
some
your Lucky
garlic mashed
Charms?
potatoes.
they're always stealing me Lucky Charm.
My great grandfather was a Kelly, so
Was a
I'm
leprechaun?
Irish. I've got Irish,
too.
but I don't. I don't really.
Really?
Yeah.
How about that?
No.
How about
I
that,
love
dude?
corned beef.
I could do without it.
Oh, I love
the corned beef?
with horseradish sauce.
Oh, corned
my
beef hash?
goodness.
You don't like corned beef?
I mean,
What
my
is
mom used to
corned
do
beef?
corned beef and cabbage.
Is it beef and
I'm just
corned
Oh,
beef?
I love corned beef
So
and cabbage.
good.
Gross.
Yes.
Smells like farts.
Oh, I
I'll
love
eat
it.
that far.
What doesn't? Oh my gosh!
That came out too fast. I'm
Nice.
Oh my gosh.
sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Joey's married to an animal.
Yeah, I'm like, geez, Louise.
Let's wrap this up with this article since
Hey, let's wrap it.
since we've done a birds aren't real episode. There's an article here. A pigeon was suspected of being a Chinese spy. He was released by police in India after being detained for 8 months.
So dumb.
Did I just read?
So dumb.
Look at the thing.
Did you say a pigeon?
Yeah, so detectives suspected the bird was involved in espionage.
Okay, stop.
After it was captured near a port in Mumbai because they found 2 rings tied to its legs featuring the words that appeared to be Chinese.
What?
Yep.
Yeah,
A
so
pigeon accused. It's just that.
Yeah,
That
so-
those 3 words.
it was detained and it's been there for 8 months. So
Yeah.
what happened was detectives, they suspected it and they took it to the
Birds aren't real.
the Denshaw Petite Hospital for Animals. Now, after 8 months in captivity, it emerged that the creature was an open water racing bird from Taiwan, which had escaped and flown to India.
Yeah.
All I can visualize right
Hence,
now.
the Chinese writing on its.
Yeah, I heard that.
You think he's going to sue?
All I can visualize is this bird in like an interrogation and then
Yeah.
like slapping him.
Yeah.
Tell me where you're
Got
from.
the lights on him.
Plucking its feathers out.
Yeah, they're
from Taiwan.
Tell me what it means.
they're waterboarding him. Hold the bird down. It's just sitting there like,
Oh my gosh. So pigeons have been used in spying and combat throughout history, including UK forces in the First World War and Second to deliver messages. A pigeon called Gustav brought the first news of D-Day back to UK after a correspondent wrote a report and attached it to the bird while landing on Sword Beach in Normandy, June 6, 1944. But I don't think...
That's a real story. This is not a joke.
No.
No.
I know. I'm
That's
just
not a
saying.
joke.
This is real
Yeah, they
stuff.
really detained this bird because they thought it was Chinese.
I know.
The Chinese.
I mean, it's plausible because
I mean,
like
it's-
you just
it's
said, people
funny,
have used
though.
birds
No, I'm saying the
before.
other stuff you read was clearly
Well, sure,
a joke.
Babylon Bee,
And
sure.
so when you started reading this, I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I was like,
But
bird
this is
accused.
real.
Yeah, birds aren't real.
This is dumb.
Anyway, so he's released. Thank God. I don't know where he's gone.
hang on, go up to that article there. It says man wanted over chemical attack named Trump legal claim over sex party in Russia dismissed fugitive monkey shot with
Oh,
tranquilizer.
these are more.
Oh my God.
Yeah, there was a
Alright.
fugitive monkey that was shot with a tranquilizer because he kept eating the bird seed out of a bird feeder.
Poor guy.
I just love the name Gustav.
I do too. And I thought, like, what's a good pigeon name?
In 2016, another pigeon was detained after it was allegedly found with a note that threatened the Indian Prime Minister.
Yeah, they had to lock it down, man.
I could just see a guy coming out eating like a pigeon wing. You know, just- what? So dumb.
Okay, well.
Was
hope
that it?
That is it.
Wow.
I hope everybody
All right.
enjoyed this rabbit hole. It was definitely a rabbit hole for me. I mean, we went all the way from the new plagues in Egypt to I'm crying because, people got shot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was an upper and downer. We've got all the stuff.
Yeah.
And plus pigeons are detained
Gustav.
in Mumbai.
Yeah.
Poor Gustav.
Poor Gustav.
All right, y'all got anything to wrap it up, the rabbit hole? Thanks everybody for being here, doing this show. It's really special. Fun. Y'all make it happen
every day.
Yeah, make sure you visit us. Visit us? Who can talk? More comments are coming. Visit us on the web, bottomofthat.com. Check out our blog for all our show notes and resource material. Of course, you won't find any of today's show on the resource because there's none. But you can find our social media platforms, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. If you're listening on YouTube, Rumble, and BitChute, and you like this episode, do me a favor. Share it, subscribe, leave a comment. And if you're listening on any other audio platform, do me a favor. Follow us and turn on notifications so you never miss when we publish an episode. If you did not like this episode, thank you for listening this long. Tune in next week. You might hear Kayla say,
Peach.
Peach?
What?
I don't even know.